Alright, welcome back. It's been a long time since we've played anything together. Today we're going to play Legionary's Life. I've already played 2 games of this. One went particularly well because I played my Legionary as a coward. The other one didn't go quite so well. My guy died in his first battle. So I'm going to try and strike a balance next time. Play a little more conservatively, but not so conservatively as the first game. Anyhow, the premise of this game is that you're playing as a basic rank and file legionary, and you're trying to survive the Punic War, a Second Punic War. So we're going to go for a high physical stat guy. I want good coordination, good strength. So we'll keep rolling until we get something decent here. There's no penalty for scumming as much as you want. Let's see. 73 strength, constitution's a little low, coordination's a little low. Ideally, I want stuff close to the 60s. I want strength and coordination both in the 60s if I can, which is easily attainable, but it may take a little bit of scumming to get there. Not having any trouble getting that strength high, however. Alright, so it actually only took a couple more clicks, but here we are. These stats look good. Good strength, good constitution, which will affect our hit points. Coordination is decent, quickness is decent, plus good awareness. Endurance is a little low, but hopefully we'll be alright. So let's give him a name. How about, let's go Publius Brutus. Since I have played this game before, I get a portion of the points that my previous characters earned that I can add to the points that this character has, or say to the stats that this character has. So we'll definitely get the upgraded sword, and the Celtic helmet is good as well. It leaves us with 102 points. We will use that to up our strength and our coordination. 16 points. Can actually up our endurance for 16, so let's do that. That leaves us at 0 points left. Maximizing our resources. Click done. And so this is the exposition saying how the First Punic War ended and that the Second Punic War has begun. You have been basically drafted into legionary service, and you will be fighting in Hispania. So, here we are at the camp. So we look at our character, you see our sword skill, our shield skill, and our javelin skill are all pretty much garbage. So what we're going to do is, first things first, we're going to try and get those up a little bit. So we'll be training, we're doing solo practice to increase our sword skill. You don't want to train too much, because if you do so, you will begin to lose morale. So let's see, we have not very good intellect. Alright, so we're going to want to do some leisure activities in between our training. We're going to play dice. Board game is basically the same as dice, except it's based on intellect. Hang around is, it's a good safe option. You won't lose anything. But I found that the money you lose playing dice is not very much at all, and the results are a lot better than hanging around. Have fun is very good at increasing your morale, however it gets expensive because it costs you 10 denarii every time. So play dice, we've gained 2 denarii, we've increased our troop opinion, and our morale increased by 2, that's good. So let's do some more training, and we're going to try and get our sword skill up to 40. At that point, the solo practice begins to lose effectiveness, and then you have to start sparring people. So keep at this. And yeah, sometimes you can get 3 sessions. Well, usually you can get 3 sessions in. Sometimes it says 3 is too far. And that was one of these times. Got some of that back from our dice playing. What's it looking like now? We're at 38, so we're going to do 2 more, and then we'll bump up the javelin a little. And failed on that one. The thread of your life is spun. You're stuck with an especially aggressive sparring partner this morning. Decius has been here in Hispania since before your arrival. He is one of the survivors of last year's debacle. His blade has come dangerously close to your throat twice already. Even a wooden practice sword can be lethal when it's used like that. So we can complain, keep going, or attempt a spectacular counter-strike. We have shitty sword skills, so we're going to just keep going. Defense, we succeeded. You skillfully deflect his blows without a break. For the first time, you catch a glimpse of a respectful look on his face. Opinion of the troops is increased by 2. You keep going until the end of the practice session, so that's good. Okay. Doing well on the dice, that's for sure. What's our skill at? 38? 30. Received our pay, 37 denarii. That isn't much at all. We lost a denarii, but we increased our opinion with the troops. So you feel your progress is slowing down, though there's still significant room for improvement. It's still working. Still working. And my dog just farted. Don't know if you guys heard that or not. Okay, you are on guard duty when you hear a strange noise that came from somewhere to your left. Well, of course we're going to investigate. Made the intelligence check. It's just an owl. With relief, you go back to your post. The rest of your shift passes off without incident. Alright, let's do some sparring. Solo practice is starting to not work. Let's give sparring a try. We'll focus on... You can focus on shield or you can focus on sword. We're going to focus on sword. So that was successful. Didn't work that time. And we lost morale. Yeah, too much training. Play some dice. Alright, time is over. Time to move on to our first battle. The camp bursts into activity as the whole army prepares to leave. You march to the south. It doesn't take long for your destination to become apparent. You are bound for New Carthage, the capital of the Carthaginian colonies here in Hispania. It's a daring move and very risky. Several days later, you reach your destination and set camp not far from the city. According to the camp talk, the closest enemy army is about 10 days' march from here. A long siege is out of the question. You'll have to take New Carthage by storm. You cast a glance at the city walls, strong stone walls. The thought of fighting your way up there makes your stomach churn. It's hard not to think that you may be looking at the place where your days will end, as it did on my last character. Alright, so let's continue. Actually, let's look at our character. What are we looking at? 44 on the sword, not bad. Javelin is shitty. And shield is right where we left it. Continue. The next morning, your maniple is among the first to move out of the camp and reach the plain in front of the city. If what your centurion says is true, the garrison of New Carthage consists of a small mercenary army, possibly 1,000 strong, and of course the city militia. You are taking your place on the battlefield when all of a sudden cries of alarm rise from the ranks. You look ahead with a start. The city gate is wide open. A screaming mass, numbering thousands, leaves the safety of the walls, quickly closing the gap with your partially deployed first line. Scant equipment, they must be the militia. The enemy commander wouldn't risk his precious mercenaries like this. Blood pounding in your ears, you get ready to receive them as the first battle of your life engulfs you. When the other side is at the right distance, you prepare to hurl your first javelin. So we have shitty skill, so we're just going to throw it into the enemy ranks. Success. Javelin disappears into the ranks of the foe. You can't say what damage it caused, if at all, but it must have produced some confusion at least. The other side gets closer, you steel yourself for the fight. So we got a militiaman, he's got a helmet. And we'll throw the... Let's go aggressive, and we'll throw our javelin again. Hey, we hit the shield. That's going to make it much, much easier to fight this guy. We have a very good chance if we strike the torso, which is the easiest shot to make. We're going to go for it. Good hit. Do another. Another good hit. He attacks us and misses. So now we've got about as good a chance to hit the torso as the groin. The groin will give us a little bit more damage. Let's keep groin stabbing this guy. And to finish him, let's go for the easy shot. Piece of cake, taking out the militiaman. Go defensive, try and get a rest. Succeeded. You got a little bit of our... Okay. We don't have as good a chance on this guy because we didn't take out his shield. So we'll try a quick feint. Succeeded. What's our attack looking like? Good chances on that torso strike. Let's do it. Good hit. He's recovered. Still have a good shot on that torso. Let's do it. Solid hit for 19. Keep following it up. Doing well. He charges, fails, knocks down his efficiency even more, or his stance even more. I say no helmet. Let's go for the head. Solid hit, and he's down. So that's 2 down really quick. See if we can get a little bit of our fatigue back. We do. Not that makes much difference. Alright, this guy's a bit more skilled than the rest. Or maybe not. We were just aggressive last time. So we're going to stay aggressive. And we're going to feint. Doing the quick feint. Success. He recovers it back though. We'll keep it up. We'll keep the feints coming. Resisted it. Fails an attack, which affects his balance. Let's go for a torso. Let's go for another feint and see if we can knock down that balance a little bit more. And a fail. That cost us. Alright. So let's even it out. Strike a balance between offense and defense. Good quick feint. Let's try and exploit it. There it is. Recovered some of it. Attacks and misses, which knocks his balance back down. Eventually the enemy formation starts breaking apart. Very soon panic spreads as their wavering turns into a rout. Good. Militia is in disarray. For a brief moment you stare at the bodies scattered across the ground. A few legionaries, but the vast majority of militiamen. In the ensuing chaos you barely have time to think about your first kill. An improvised pursuit is attempted, but your vanguard is stopped at the city gate before you can break in. So let's continue on our way. We've got 2 vanquished enemies now. We failed all these checks, apparently. Centurion beckons to some of your comrades. After a brief talk, they move away from the maniple. You wonder what is going on. The rest of you will storm the city walls. That's great. Many ladders are being propped up against the walls, while a constant shower of missiles is raining down from the battlements. The Centurion promised to share a generous portion of his reward should he manage to be the first man over the walls. So we can try and help him, or we can do our best to stay alive. We're definitely going to help him. You are one of the first to spring forward, determined to open the way. Successful checks. You are climbing as quickly as you can. The defender should have a hard time aiming at you, but your bold action is still leaving you quite exposed. Oof. Failed our defense. One of the missiles hits you. Your health is decreased by 6. And another. Decreased by 7. Defender's resistant gets more and more reckless with despair. There's no way to reach the top. At least the Centurion has noticed your intrepid effort. Alright, so that's great. Cries from both enemies and allies blend with thuds of stone, smaller projectiles bouncing all around you. Suddenly the noise begins to dwindle and fade. You can't believe what you're seeing. Hundreds of Roman legionaries are running along the top of the wall, coming from the north. How did they get there? Anyhow, the Punics are melting before them, leaving the battlements unguarded. In the end, your allies reach the gate and open it, letting in the bulk of your legions. You follow your maniple into the city streets. Your orders are very clear. Secure the city by killing everything that meets you in the open. Hopefully nobody will be so ill-considered. Your thoughts are interrupted when a small number of militiamen stand in your path. Okay, so we took a little bit of damage on that wall climb. Let's see, what's this guy looking at? We have a good chance to hit him just straight out of the gate. So we're going to go offensive and go for it, try and put him on the defense. Got hit. Missed a feint. Let's keep at it. Seems like the RNG's been on our side this particular game. He misses an attack on the arm. That further increases our chance to hit. We're going to go for a headshot. Solid hit, and he's down. You look at the militiaman's lifeless body. Quick thoughts flickering through your mind. Gonna go elation. After surviving yet another clash, you feel exhilarated with a sense of invincibility. Your morale is increased by 3. An officer yelling out orders brings you back down to earth with a bump. You move on. You keep marching along the streets as is custom. Looting is strictly prohibited until the battle is over. So we'll stick with the rules and continue. New Carthage is almost conquered, but 500 mercenaries from the garrison are still holding the citadel. The proconsul is looking for volunteers for an assault on this last bastion. He's throwing in a more than double loot share. These mercenaries are nothing like the militia you've been facing until now. They may not be the enemy's best troops. They wouldn't have been left here if they were, but they are still professional soldiers. Only the most experienced legionaries are volunteering. No one would blame you if you backed off. Yeah, I think we should go for it. You step forward. Everybody's opinion increases, especially the Centurion. That's good. Newly assembled force makes its way to the citadel. Mercenaries are waiting for you in the open. Numbers are on your side, but they have the high ground. Anakin. Prepare to hurl the first javelin. Let's throw it into the ranks. A success. Can't say what it caused. Some confusion. Alright, here we go. Terrible odds on that javelin. Even if we go offensive. Alright, so we're going to go defensive and just hope for the best. Missed, as we expected. Go to the middle, let's try a feint. Not even good chance on the feint. Failed, as we expected. And we got hit. So I'm kind of expecting that this fight, we're going to try and make it the 20 rounds and get to the end. I don't think we're going to beat this guy. He's looking pretty tough. Yeah, this is just very bad. God, I hope you guys don't have to watch 20 rounds of me fainting. It's looking that way. He keeps recovering immediately after, even when I do get a successful feint. Oh my God, this is so terrible. God. Got a success, and he recovers it immediately, as we expected him to. Ooh, he failed to knock us with his shield. Let's try and take that. We still barely have a fucking chance. Let's give it a shot, though. Got the hit. And we get another attack. Let's go for it. And we missed. That hurt. Let's go defensive, try and recover that. There we go. He recovered some of his. Let's go offensive and try and feint, get it back down. Oh, man. Sometimes you just have to hold the line. You don't have to win every battle. The goal of this game is to survive. Okay, he missed. Let's go ahead and try and take a shot. Oh, man, that's not even that good. We do have a good chance on that feint. Let's do that. Try and keep him off balance. And we failed. Wonderful. As a brief lull in the fighting allows for it, your Centurion gives a signal to rotate. The line behind yours moves forward while you orderly fall back to the rear. From your current position, it's difficult to figure out what's going on ahead. One after another, the rows before you fall back at the Centurion's signal. Slowly, you find yourself once again at the front. God damn. So we have another tough guy here. What's our... Yep. Yeah, I should not have taken these fights. Successful twice. Can we make it? Let's go for the attack. Nice. Oh, absorbed 13. So we only did 6 damage. Probably should have gone for the groin. I don't think that armor covers his groin. Come on. Jesus. Get some of our fatigue back if we can. Oof, took a hit. Not doing too well. God damn, dude. We just have to survive. Can we attack? Do we have a chance? Not good enough. If we miss, it's going to knock off our balance and he's going to just smash us. And I failed the feint, of course. There we go. Now we probably have a good chance to hit. That's decent. Let's go for the groin. Good hit. He's recovered. Time to back off again. Yep. It's going about as I expected. Is there a chance on that? No. Quick feint is the best chance you have. The other feints will give you a little more, they'll take more of a hit to their balance, but I found it's usually better to just go for the sure thing. Eventually the enemy formation starts breaking apart. Very soon panic spreads as their wavering turns into a rout. So hey, we held the line. That's a good thing. At last, the hopelessness of their predicament prevails. The mercenaries are surrendering. And we're still alive. New Carthage has fallen. For the first time in so many years, a change in the tides of war appears within grasp. Your morale is increased by 8. You receive your share of the loot. You have gained 80 denarii. Not bad. Your role in the Citadel assault is rewarded. You have gained 100 denarii. Awesome. Your army has obtained an important base of operations. The city's resources will be invaluable for the rest of the campaign. Fighting in a real battle will sharpen your skills. Sword, javelin, and shield skills all go up by 3. Very nice. Deeds have taken your skills one step further. You get a further 1 on each of them. That's very nice too. In recognition of your efforts and achievements, you've been promoted to Tesserarius. Alright, so that takes us to part 2, and we'll be doing that next time we play. So hopefully you've got a good idea of what this game's all about, and hopefully, Publius Brutus will continue in his successes, and, well, when we get back, you'll see if he does. So thank you very much for joining me. I know it's been a while, but I was having a hard time finding stuff to play, so here we are. I hope you enjoy it, and give me a like and subscribe if you like this. Remember, this game's only in early access, so we'll be adding more content in the future. But as it is right now, it's a fun little game if you like, choose your own adventure, King of Dragon Pass, RPG type games. It's old school, but it's fun. So, like I said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, and good night.